Shall we make some breakfast? Rise and shine, boys and girls. I've got a special treat for you today. Everyone loves a Hawaiian roll and everyone loves a breakfast sandwich. I'm combining those two loves into 3 new, fun, delicious breakfast sandwich sliders. Perfection. Infinity out of 10. She's really outdone herself. We're going well beyond the bacon, egg, and cheese. These are 3 of my new creations that you're gonna love. Starting with the ultimate Cowboy breakfast slider. The thing about Hawaiian rolls, it's just they're like the perfect little canvas for a party. There's so much you can do with these. We are going to start by cutting this in half and just getting our little canvas ready. It's just perfect. Set that aside while I get my sausage going. So this sandwich is going to have sausage, eggs, green onions, pepper jack cheese. It's already got me excited. Get you a pan that's about the same size as your sliders. And then we are going to grab our sausage, some green onions, some pepper jack cheese. Start with a pack of sausage, and then you're going to flatten it out to the whole shape of this pan. See how it looks? Sausage just goes right in 375 until it's all browned and cooked through. And we're gonna batch cook our eggs too, because we are smart. All right, we are going to generously grease your pan. I'm gonna crack 8 eggs just right onto the pan. I'm looking for like eggs cooked like over hard, you know, like these are not really gonna have runny center. We're just cracking them right in here. Okay, so I'm going to take a knife and just kind of break these yolks just because I want them to spread out so that you get little bites of white and yolk. And then I'm gonna do these like baked eggs. Who does baked eggs with cream? Somebody. Anyway, this is delicious. It makes these eggs really creamy. You just kind of pour in a little heavy cream around them and then they just bake up so nice. It was the French, should have known. And then just season them with some salt and pepper. You'll want to do the eggs when the sausage is about cooked halfway. That way they finish about the same time. It'll take probably about 10 minutes. Another reason I'm calling these the breakfast Cowboy sliders is because I'm going to top them with Cowboy butter. Starting with just a half a stick of salted butter. I'm gonna add in some garlic cloves. And then to that, I'm gonna add in some chili powder and a little bit of smoked paprika. Kick it up with a little bit of crushed red pepper, some salt and pepper, and some parsley. A little bit of Dijon mustard. And I have a little lemon here. I'm just gonna add in a little lemon zest. I think we're close. Eggs are done. That was only about 5 minutes or so. Now the sausage is done, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna crank up the broiler just to finish it off. But you can see how our eggs are cooked. It's like easy peasy. I'm gonna take a spatula and kind of make sure it's really loosened up around the edges. Get back to the butter. See all that flavor? You don't have to just make this butter for the sandwiches. You should make a batch of this butter just to keep on hand. I'm gonna spread a little butter onto the bottom. Cut up some green onions. I just have no patience. Clean up, clean up. Would you put smoked paprika in the S's or the P's? I guess I'll put it in the P's. Whatever, it's good enough. Smells like breakfast. Hot, look at that. And then our eggs. Now we're gonna try to slide these off. I'm going to add in a green onion here and then some pepper jack cheese. Now my OCD is kicking in though a little bit right here. You can trim it and snack. Top her off, place the whole stack. All right, then I'm just gonna take that butter and spread it over the top. You know that this is gonna be delicious. I mean, I don't even have to really say that, but I promised you fun, flavorful, new. You've never had this before. I know you haven't because I just made it up, but yes, I will link the recipe. This is only gonna take a few minutes. See the way that cheese is melty, buns are toasty, golden, and it all started with a Hawaiian roll. Yes, the ultimate Cowboy breakfast slider. Right off the bat, everything. That butter ties it together. Sausage, this is hearty, this is super savory. On like a level of like 1 to 10, 10 being the most flavorful breakfast sandwich you've ever had, it's an easy 12, just saying. You're gonna wanna make these. That was savory. Let's go sweet mode with this bacon stuffed French toast slider. Yum. This one's gonna be a little salty sweet, my favorite combo, delicious and different. So I'm going to take our rolls again, slice them in half. Oh, now I do not like when I do that uneven. All right, then I'm going to spread the bottom with some softened butter. I'm gonna top that with some brown sugar. And this is gonna kind of melt into that bacon, like candied bacon. Would y'all like to add another little crunch factor? I'll let you make the decision.
I'm not really a big pecan guy. That's just me.
I'll just leave it out. But if you wanted, you could add pecans here. Be delicious. On top of the brown sugar, very light sprinkle of cayenne pepper, and you get that little kick of heat with the salty sweet. Then we're going like a whole pack of bacon. Just cooked it till it's crispy. And we're just loading it into the French toast. And I'm going to butter the casserole dish on the bottom. All right, then we're going to place our filled bottom into our casserole dish. But that's not French toast. It's about to be. So take another shallow dish, crack a couple eggs in it. And then I'm gonna get some half and half. Whisk her up. A little bit of cinnamon, vanilla, about a tablespoon of maple syrup, and a pinch of salt. Just wanna make sure all the egg is really blended so we don't get any like scrambled egg bits. Now we are going to take our top and give it the French toast treatment. A little soaky roux. About 2 flips on each side. Let the excess drip off. And then right on top of our bacon, I'm gonna cover it for half the time, just so it doesn't get too brown on the top before that custard is cooked on the inside. It's a good one, y'all. 11-11, make a wish. All right, these are smelling amazing. Let's get them out. Okay, so this ended up taking a little longer. So we went 325 degrees, 15 minutes covered, and then uncovered about 5 to 10 more minutes. And here's what we got. All that eggy mixture has cooked into the top. The bottom is still gonna be like crispy, so you still get like when you make French toast in a skillet and you get like those kind of like toasty bits around the edges. We're still gonna have that whole French toast experience, but with a salty sweet inside. I feel like I wanna get them out of the pan and cut these up individually. Brush a little butter over these while they're hot. Oh yeah, I'm gonna give them a little cut. This is your party slider. Can you see how that brown sugar and butter formed like this cinnamon roll inside experience? My mouth just started watering. You know we love our little French toast with a little powdered sugar. Those look good. A little more syrup for the serving. It's got all the things. It's gonna be creamy, toasty, crunchy, sweet, salty. I made this yesterday, so I knew what to expect, but it still just blew my mind. That is, that custard like bakes into the top, so it's like really creamy, but then you just have that bacon, and then I just got a little back of the throat cayenne. This might be the best one of the day. I'm double dipping. Infinity out of 10. Oh, that's so good. She's really outdone herself, and we still have one more to go. Now my final trick is the perfect slider for your Sunday brunch. We're getting a little bit fancy, but we're taking shortcuts. This is Eggs Benedict sliders. Cute, huh? This is kind of like egg in the hole meets Eggs Benedict. Okay, I'm just buttering a dish about the same size as your rolls. This is a really good way to serve Eggs Benedict to 12 people at one time. We're not poaching any eggs. Right in. And now we are going to create our pocket for our Eggs Bennies. I try not to scoop any out. I think if you just press it down, it makes a nice little crevice. See, they're all hollowed out and ready to go. And now I'm going to fill them with a little bit of ham. And we are going to work that in the same shape as our crevice. You just don't want to overfill it or you won't have room for your egg. And then we are going to crack the egg right into our little nest. These get a little messy, but if you've got the small egg, it's gonna fit perfect. The medium's still a little big, but it's okay if you've got some overflowing egg white. It's all gonna cook. Okay, then I'm just gonna season it with a little bit of salt, and then we're just gonna pop these in the oven until those whites are set, and we're gonna hope for a runny yolk. All right, everyone knows the best part of the Eggs Benny is the hollandaise on top. But what I also promised you was easy. We are not making classic Eggs Benedict, therefore we're not making classic hollandaise. We're making shortcut hollandaise. If you wanna make from scratch, you go ahead. But my mom lives by this stuff, and it's pretty good. I mean, this definitely satisfies the craving. Just first whisk together the sauce mix and the milk, and then add in your butter. Butter melts as it all comes together into the sauce. I'm gonna add in just a little kick of some Tabasco. We're about trying to create something delicious with minimal effort. See, it's gotten all thick, delicious. It's gonna go great on top. Yeah, it is. Our little Eggs Benedict packages. They're gonna continue to kind of cook, so don't be alarmed, but you just want them to be still a little bit jiggly in the center. Cutie patootie. Cutie patootie. My chives. Eggs Benedict party roll. I'm here for it. But the moment of truth. You know we gotta have that runny yolk. Yes. Just like all Eggs Benedict, this is a knife and fork situation. Unlike an English muffin that typically, is the vessel for your Eggs Benedict, the Hawaiian roll lends a little bit of a sweetness, and it's super soft. So you're not like fighting to chew. The whole thing is just really delicate and savory, yet a hint of sweetness that you don't get in a normal Eggs Benedict. It's good. This is how I would serve them up. Just kind of throw them on a platter, give them a little drizzle, maybe a little pepper on top, and some chives. That is cute. And that is a whole lot easier than having to poach tons of eggs to serve Eggs Benedict to a crowd. She did it. She did it again. The versatility of a Hawaiian roll is just unmatched. There's so much you can do with it, and now I'm wondering, what will I do next? This was breakfast edition. I could do a lunch edition, a party edition. Are you into it? Let me know. What would you like to see me make next? Regardless, I hope I've inspired you to make at least one of these breakfast sandwich recipes. Pick you up a pack now. I'll tell you what, all this talk has me in the mood for a brunch cocktail. A shot of bourbon, a little shot of Aperol, hearty squeeze of lemon, and a little maple syrup since it's breakfast. Gorgeous. She deserves it. Cheers.